Hi, my name is Marissa Rivera. I was employed with the Walt Disney World Company in 1997 to 2017 because I complained to HR about harassment, discrimination, retaliation. So, needless to say, I had to fight for my job many times. The company tells you that the HR department is there for you, that protect you as an employee, but it's not. It's there. It's just a facade. It's there to protect the rights of the company, not the cast members. I experienced so much there. I experienced bullying, racial discrimination, retaliation, harassment, workplace violence. I can name this, everything that happened, and write a book about it, tell you the truth. But yeah, that's what I went through.
Well, Marissa, I was working with you. Sometimes we cross paths when we were in security. Mm-hmm. And before, when you were in security, I was in another position in display and I knew about you. So now I'm going to ask you something, because you mentioned the workplace violence. Mm-hmm. That was about what? What happened?
Well, I had things thrown at me. I had spoons thrown at me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And reservation plaques that would put on the table thrown at me, menu books thrown at me, and I would complain to the managers. And because those people were best friends with the managers, the witness statements that I wrote and other people wrote disappeared.
And in your case, you told me all the things that happens, that they threw it and nothing happens. What HR doing? What was their position when you report that kind of issues?
Well, because I'm sorry if I get emotional.
It's okay.
Because of everything that I've been through with this company, I have PTSD. I've been diagnosed with panic attacks, anxiety, and PTSD, and I don't know how I survived that. I think the only thing that really saved me was first God and the union, because after I reported various incidents, they started picking at everything I did, like every little thing. Like if I would move this from here to there, why'd you do that? But then if I didn't do it, why didn't you do that? I could never win. I was never right. Then I started getting harassed by, I want to say, the manager's minions, that would basically sabotage my shift. Like my job was, I was kind of like a coordinator. As soon as people would come in, I would plug them into an iPad, into a table management system. And I would put that down to answer the phone. I'd turn around, it'd be gone.
Oh, well.
Yeah, and that happened various times. Without that pad, I'm blind in the restaurant. I'm blind.
Wow.
And they would do that a lot.
So that was intentional.
Oh, it was intentional.
But are you talking about this part of the workplace violence? Mm-hmm. Was when you working in which department?
In food and beverage. And I was literally, I wanted to take it to court, but I was so messed up in the head that I was Baker acted so many times, Xonia.
No kidding.
Yeah, I was Baker acted so many times because I literally thought I was going to lose my mind. That place had me like that.
So you became so depressed.
Emotionally unstable.
Emotionally unstable.
Yes, yes. I mean, and every time I was there, they would do stuff to me. I was the highest senior person there for Cedars. And they would change my shifts. Mm-hmm. They would cut my hours to 28 hours a week. Mm-hmm. And I would tell them, well, the last day that I was there, that's when I told the manager, I go, I went in there and I saw my shifts cut in half. I was scheduled for 5-hour shifts. I've been there for 18 years. I'm like, really? No. So I told the manager, and she's like, well, that's what it is.
But does not happen with another people?
No.
You see? That is the kind of things. I have experiences that so many different things, but I know this is how they doing to make your life so miserable.
Yeah.
In the way that you resign to the company,
Yeah.
or stronger people like we are, what happened is affecting us inside.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to work and the last times, several people told me, including deputies told me, managers told me, Xonia, you have a target in your back.
Yeah.
So, you know how I was working as security undercover, walking and always looking over my shoulders,
Yeah.
because I know if a person passed by there, I was
They're
thinking,
spying on you.
he is spying me.
Yeah.
What I am doing.
Yeah.
So, in what conditions you can work like that every single day, thinking at what time they're going to jeopardize my job? Because
Exactly.
what you say, what you did or what you don't did.
Yeah. It was hell.
How this affecting you in your personal goals, in your dreams?
Oh, it totally stopped everything for me because, like I said, I suffer from all these things now, post-traumatic. I have dreams that I get burned with hot oil. I have dreams that I got locked in the freezer. I have dreams that someone stabbed me with a knife because of all the bad things that I saw in that restaurant. And the target, like you said, feeling like a target has made me into this person that when I go to sleep, I'm reliving everything, but worse. And it's just, I don't know how I did it. And the last day that I was there, I felt like I was having a heart attack when I saw my hours that way, and I go, oh my gosh. And when the manager passed by and I told her what is going on, and she goes, what it is. I said, well, I'm not feeling well. I said, I need to go home. She goes, you can't go home. If you go home, you're fired. And they had fired me so many times. I was like, I can't get fired. And then I tried to work. And when I went into the dining room, the server goes, Marissa, what's wrong with you? And I said, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. And she goes, oh my gosh, go home. And I said, I can't. If I go home, they're gonna fire me. And I literally don't remember from that point until we got to the office. I think I must have almost passed out. And then when I got to the office, I remember telling the area manager, I'm having a heart attack, call the ambulance. And she basically just stood there and didn't do anything.
Okay, we leave it at because I have questions about that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw in your case, for those who don't know, everything that we are talking here is part of the case, the current case that Marissa has in the lawsuit against Disney. So it's everything documented by public records. We don't going to say anything that not happens. Actually, in both of the cases, we have proofs and documents if it's necessary to show anyone. Mm-hmm. It's nothing that we are invented. It's not making stories. It's not making looks. But Disney is
It's
only
the truth.
says the truth.